Anyway, hi!
Hey!
Jack!
Robin!
Inwits!
We are.
We'll get that down one day.
Yeah. Alright. Episodes what?
9 and 10,
9
I
and
think.
10.
Yeah.
Recap on our end. Where do you want to start, Jacko?
Episode 9?
Sure.
The return from Exile Beach.
Oh yeah, we had the challenge, which was always...
Good.
Yeah, I liked the challenge.
Yeah, I thought the challenge was excellent.
And this is one of those things, for the most part, I really think Australian Survivor do really great. Whoever's in charge of the challenges, I think they have a really nice take on it. I love the concept of that challenge.
That concept was really good. It was up to you how quickly the ball went and came back, and a lot of hand-eye.
Yeah, liked it.
You know, it would have been great. I mean, it didn't need strength.
Didn't need puzzle-making abilities.
No, you just need concentration and effort, really.
Yeah, and a bit of luck.
Yeah, a bit of luck.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good challenge.
Yep.
And Tegan comes back.
Tegan comes back, and I thought...
Tegan and Heath.
Tegan and Heath, I thought, this is a hiding to nothing, but I did it right. Tegan actually impressed me in that episode because she clearly wanted revenge.
She did, but I feel like she went the wrong... I don't think...
Oh, no, look, but one good thing about it is clearly she couldn't get the guys that... Shoni and Finale to vote Zach, Benji, right? They wanted Zach.
Yeah.
But she did the right thing. She was like, okay. She didn't go up and go, no, I want Benji, and then everybody decides to get rid. She did the right thing. She sort of saw where the flow was going, and she's gone, yeah, okay, Zach. You know, it wasn't who I wanted.
Yeah, but it's part of the little trio. And look, I kind of also like Benji in the sense going, well, and we've said that. You keep your shield. It's like you've been a good shield, but you're too heavy for me to carry now.
Yeah, exactly.
And he got rid of him, and I think that's, you know...
And Robbie was exactly the same, you know. Yeah. Robbie voted him out without any qualms.
Yeah.
Which is great.
But is it great?
Well, before we get there, the Contenders have done something that I've never seen done in Survivor before, but we'll get to that. Look, I think it is good because Heath and if you get known as a couple, normally it's trouble for you, right? But Heath goes to the point of playing a idol to bring Tegan back. Now you would think that the automatic next vote
is one of the two.
And they've managed to make sure that didn't happen.
Yeah, but I think the easiest way to make sure that didn't happen was plain and simple. We are playing with a large amount of people who are not, I believe, are not insanely strong Survivor fans.
Oh, no, they're not.
So maybe one or two have seen more than one season.
No, one episode.
Yeah, but most of them may have seen a couple of eps, and that's all we've got.
Yeah.
But the thing about it was Benji's attempt of strategy, and look, it was the only strategy we've kind of seen. But I think Tegan said it... She's like, when Benji was like, we've all lied, she's like, yeah, but there's a difference between...
Oh, that was...
There's a difference between... the subtle white lie, I'm going to say, even though, but to a blatant non-truth.
No. Look, I know what she was trying to get at, but it's like she said, it's okay to lie and say you're not voting for somebody if you are voting for them, right? But it's not okay to go around and make complete stories up.
Yeah, so it's okay to bend the truth and stretch it a little bit, but to completely come up with a story is not okay.
I was like, well, no, a lie's a lie, right?
So, lie's a lie, yes, but at the same time, there seems to be this weird thing with both tribes. It's like, and that actually, they were like, yeah, Benji's been too dishonest. It was big lie.
I don't think it was that. Look, and let's put it this way. Benji didn't really cop any flack for it. There was no real consequence for him.
There wasn't, because he's and I feel like he kind of was lucky that he had a hothead Zach, who was an easy out.
Zach's been on the chopping block as far as the girls are concerned since the second episode.
Yeah, since he made the first misogynistic remark.
Yeah, and I think the only reason he's been kept is because they thought we need the strength for the challenges, and I think they've gotten to the point where it's like, we don't even want... That doesn't even outweigh the negatives.
Yeah, and I also think the only reason outside of that is because no one's really understanding the strategy behind the game.
No.
So that's why he's like, strength, we need the strength. Well, yeah, of course we need the strength, but still not helping us win.
That's right.
And it didn't really matter. Well,
wasn't it Shoni that said after they got rid of Zach, the very next episode, they'd win the reward, and she's like, oh, we got rid of Zach, we won the reward.
We finally win. But the thing I was struggling with in this sense is, yes, Benji has gone and I don't believe he's done himself a great service in telling that lie, because you usually get found out.
Well,
how he got found out was silly, because he should have been found out before the vote had even
happened.
happened.
No, look, let's put
we discussed this.
Yeah, yes, of course. But let's put it this way: if Anita had never, if Exile Island wasn't in the game, he would have got away.
He would have got away with it. Yes,
no
agreed, 100%. Yes, this is true.
And this is why I don't. This is why I don't think Benji's particularly strategic, is because he just told a simple lie and was believed straight off the bat.
Yeah, and something as simple as that shouldn't have been believed.
No,
it shouldn't have been what he's coming after Anita, then Shoney, then Fenella. In that order, we've got to get rid of him. There's no, where was your source coming from?
Yeah.
And we discussed that in last episode. So this is this weird thing that we sit in where it's like, oh, we didn't follow that up.
But that's right, they didn't follow up on Benji, and look, even though he was called out again in the second episode, right, he didn't really have to do a lot to not suffer for it. Even, I know we're jumping ahead, but even Shoney finds out what he does for a living, which I don't believe really should impact.
It can and it cannot, depending on the players you're playing.
Oh, no, of course, but I mean, I thought Benji's the worst thing he said.
But is that I would love that to be Benji.
No.
Is it another lie?
No, look, I think he's being honest with Shoney there, but the problem I have with Benji was he said, I made $1 million last year, blah, 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 right? So I don't need the money. Yeah. But then I want to make top six. And I was like, nah.
Who wants to make top six?
Who's going to believe that?
Yeah. It's a weird, I'm not here for the money might have been a better thing to say.
That's right.
I just want to make top six.
I mean, that's just, if you're not here for the money, then there's only one other prize.
Yeah,
the title.
Yeah.
Right,
and that's just to be going for that, because everyone is
going. Of course, but
everyone's going for the win.
But saying top six came across as so false.
Yeah,
and I think you'd have to be an idiot to believe.
Yeah, and I think I think no one believes Benji.
I think this is the problem with Benji, is he's quite willing to lie. Yeah, he's just not very good at lying, because his lies are pathetic.
Yeah, but he's I think what he did do at the start was, when he first told this first lie, he did come out, he played the whole 2 truths, 1 lie game almost. He said, my closest ally is this person. We haven't really discussed anything, but maybe we should. This is what I want to discuss. So he's kind of, I know you have Robbie as your best bud. So maybe he kind of built this truth up through, he made them trust him through telling actual truths that are pretty obvious. I don't know.
I don't see it, but look, for the first 3 or 4 episodes, you didn't hear him say anything.
Yeah.
He was just in the background, right?
But I think it's got to be the edit. We're just getting this weird, strange edit.
Well, like you said last week, he's got this eye.
Yeah, where'd we see that eye? Where's the storytelling? And I mean, look, the edit, and I mentioned this to my partner last night when I'm watching, and this is, again, jumping to the next episode, when I'm watching Tegan and Heath, and the dramatic love story editing that we're getting.
Oh, look,
it's a bit off.
Is it in the first, second? This is one thing I have another objection to the episode. They just gave them their loved ones.
Yeah.
Now, the champions had to fight for this.
Yeah, they shouldn't get them anymore.
Exactly, they don't get them. They just get them dropped off.
They get them dropped off. I was a bit funny
about
that.
I was like, this is wrong.
Because part of me went, they're not getting food, are they?
That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I thought they were getting food.
But backing up a bit, we have Heath play an idol
to get Tegan back.
To get Tegan back, but it was a majority. The majority went for Heath. It was everybody but Heath went for Heath. We come around to the next vote, and
everybody votes
Zach. Once again votes Zach.
Yeah.
What happens if Zach did have an idol? Was that talked about? Was that thought? Did they think that?
Did you hear them saying it?
No.
The only thing I've heard that comes even close to anything is when Tegan was talking to Robbie in the jungle and Benji walked up, and Tegan's like, clearly I'm not going to vote for Heath, you're not going to vote for Benji.
Yeah.
And they're all, clearly Paige's head's on the block, and I'm like, this is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
Why isn't somebody sitting there? Shoney is sitting there going, "Oh, well, I don't know where you fit in the tribe."
Well, this is last night's episode. This is a strange thing. It's like, well, you've got 2, 2, and 2.
Yeah.
And you've all gone for the single one. I guess maybe because 2 of those, then you're battling for every pair of 2 is battling to get one of the other. It's going to be this weird dynamic. Luckily, we've got to merge to not.
I know.
To avoid any more just stupid.
But it was clear what was going to happen as far as Shoney was concerned. Like, she wanted to get rid of Paige so that then she could either get Heath and Tegan on
across,
to get rid of Robbie or Benji, or do it the other way around, right? But the other 2 would be thinking exactly the same way.
Yeah.
It's just weird that out of 6 people, you've got 3 pairs.
Yeah.
I've never seen it on Survivor before.
I think I have, and it's been in another poorly played game.
Oh, okay.
Like, I feel like that's what, when we're not
instead of voting out Paige, like, it was almost like, you know, a truce between them. Like, oh, well, we'll just vote out Paige and then we'll get to each other.
Yeah, because it was an easy option, because Paige really kind of put herself in the middle and didn't really give herself anywhere to go. And Paige really has been on the back foot since day one, and it's been hard for her to mingle in.
And why not save Paige for yourself?
Yeah, exactly. Why not use that extra vote to actually start to cause a bit of chaos?
That's right.
But we're not getting any of that.
No.
But my point was, like, why are we still not getting a couple of votes on the off chance Zach had an idol, on the off chance Paige had an idol?
Nobody's talking about.
Like, why is no one talking about that?
Well, like you said, they had a very good introduction to how not to vote someone out.
But they still aren't paying any attention that, hey, you never know. You can get an idol after an idol after an idol. You can get an idol dropping 3 nights in a row, 3 trials in a row.
Oh, absolutely.
So where does this logic to really... And it worked for them.
I think they haven't seen the program.
Really? Yeah, this comes down to... This is what really gets to me as a huge Survivor fan who's dying to get on that island. We get the nacho challenge with the nacho reward. They get the nachos.
But look, having watched the show before,
you know where it is.
Yeah, you know it's under the food.
You know it's under the food,
right? You know, like the last time in the last American season, it was actually under the food on the bottom of the plate.
On the plate.
And what did the guy do? He put it on the serviette and
got rid of the plate.
Got rid of the plate, right? But he just puts the serviette out. I'd be like, clear it off.
But it's not even that. It's just, here we go. Tegan wants to.
Well, Tegan looks everywhere but under the food.
But have you watched the show? Have you? Or have you only watched a handful of episodes and thought, yeah, I'm okay with this?
But no, it was weird because she said there's always a clue.
Yeah.
But there's not always a clue, but there is a good chance there's a clue.
Well, when they split you up like that, you know there's a clue.
There should be a clue.
But there should be a clue that everyone can see.
But you know what I mean. But she knew. She went down there going, I know there's going to be a clue down there. And then she
couldn't find anything. But it's like, this is like, I think we've seen this challenge twice now, where the clue is part of the eating challenge. Yeah. It's either in the food or it's on the plate.
Yeah.
We've seen this multiple times.
But anyway, look.
And that frustrates me. And then, you know, everybody comes down. There's got to be a clue. There's got to be a clue. And then Robbie, you get to Robbie, who's the final one.
Well, no, then Heath. Heath is before him, and he even pulls out the serviette. It's like food.
It's just like, why are you looking under the table? Why are you looking on top of the bloody thing?
And then Robbie's looking.
That was my...
You know when he says, look at that.
Yeah, he's like, and I'm like, yes, he saw it.
Yeah.
But that's I'm going to give that to the editors.
Yeah,
well done. That's the one thing I'm going to say to the editors. Thank you, because that actually made me laugh. Because I'm like, finally, he sees it. It's right there in front of his face. But he's like, look at that.
But you...
I'm like, I'm like, these people have no idea and no concept of Survivor. And that's... I don't know why. We know it's... You don't even have to see the pile of nachos that looks like a mountain to know it's there, because that's where it is. It's either going to be there or it's potentially going to be wrapped in that banner that was around the...
Yeah. Look, I think they could have put it under... They could have also put it under the margarita container, you know, on the bottom of that. It was always going to be... Nobody lifted that up.
It was always going to be communal.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's in recent times, it's been the food. It's been once you chew away at that food, someone's going to stumble across it, and what you do. And that just frustrates me as a fan to watch these people come out and go, well, we always know there's going to be a clue somewhere. Well, if you watch the show, you don't even have to know that. You know where it is. Like, you know where it is.
Tegan wanted to go first because she knew there was a big clue.
Well, then if you did really know Survivor, you know where it is. Yeah, but you know where it is.
She looks everywhere. And then walks off. You know,
Yeah.
just goes. I'm like, no, I know it's here.
That's the thing. That's the thing. It's like, one, you know there's a clue there and you
Yeah.
didn't find it and you just leave.
Yeah. No, keep looking.
Just...
You know, demolish that mountain. Pull it apart.
Pull it apart.
Right?
Put them in separate bowls.
Yeah, whatever.
Give it like equal bowls. It just
split it up into little piles. Throw the board away and then go,
yeah.
oh, I split it up for everyone.
No. Or you could just be like, there's X amount of bowls there and you just pick a bowl.
Yeah. But anyway, I don't think there were bowls because
No, there was. They did go through the bowls.
Oh. But anyway, look.
Just frustrates me.
But I think the worst thing about that episode was Zach's performance at Trouble.
Going back to episode 1.
Yeah.
Monday
Sorry,
nights.
just to finish off, right? Have you ever seen somebody speak so badly at a Trouble?
Oh.
Like every time he opened his mouth, it was like,
well,
if they weren't going to vote him beforehand, they were at the end.
The first episode, Matt, the police officer, imploded.
True.
Like, was the worst implosion I've
But
ever seen.
Zach was every word that came out of his mouth just dug that hole deeper.
It's just it's such a weird thing that he can't really see.
Oh.
The women are sitting there getting more and more offended. It's like, that's...
But you know, when you got the women going back to camp going, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
You know?
Or when I would have loved to have seen Zach's face, because from what I've heard, he hasn't been received very well from the public.
Oh, really?
And he's had to hide a lot of his social media things because he's getting a...
Okay,
a lot of people are hating him, so he's gone to private.
Don't hate him, he's just a contestant.
He's just this is the thing. But he's come out and he's still kept going.
Yeah,
That's why. So he's come out and said these things like he was going to apologise, but then he kept attacking.
Oh, okay.
So that's why he's been...
Yeah.
But
I
would
would
love
that
to
to the
see...
council, like, he would say, the first two words would come out like, he's about to apologise, then he would just
then he just defends even more. But what I would have loved to have seen is to see Zach, to be a fly on the wall if Zach did happen to watch the season, to watch the episode after he was voted out and see them win.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that would have hurt him and it would have been very funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Very, very funny.
But,
that's my little recap of 1.
Yeah.
But it's like, because I still find it strange that there was no split vote.
But look, having said that, I can't... The logic of Zach's position is, in one sense, correct. Like, and we see that again in the next episode, right? Like, this is
he talks about strength. He talks about how he did the strength. And in that immunity challenge, he didn't take the strength part.
No, but
he
my
bloody
point
took
is,
the puzzle part.
But Zach's point is that their girl's better than their girls, right? The champion girls, right?
Yeah, but the champion boys are better than the contender boys.
Of course, but my point here is, like, you know, as soon as I knew that the baskets had to be held up by one of the girls and one of the guys from each team, I knew who was going to hold up for the champion straight away.
Yeah.
Right, it was going to be Lydia.
Commando and Lydia, yeah.
Right? Well, I didn't know it was going to be
Commando does that stuff. That's what he did.
No, but you knew who the girl was going to be. It was going to be Lydia. There's no question, right?
Yeah.
And you knew, even if they got Steve down, Lydia was going to outlast.
Yeah, and she didn't have as many in her basket as Fernell.
No, they weren't aiming as well.
Contenders. Matt
they were just boom, getting them in. You know, even Sam was getting them in for them, right?
And now, before we get to that immunity, I just want to tap on Monika's belly flops.
Oh well, look, you know,
how much would that have hurt?
Well,
that's 3 times. She just smacked onto the ocean
It wasn't just
floor.
her. A lot of people did belly flops. I don't understand how you do it. You run forward, and then you just
feet first.
Oh
god!
Right?
I was just like, oh god, that was brutal.
Did you see Matt? Every time he did it, was just feet first, or you know, Steve was feet first. You know,
that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Look, I didn't think it was funny. I thought it was
painful.
Painful.
And look, but the poor thing had to do it 3 times, and it just every time.
You've got to say it, like, you know, if she had got the first time, they would have won that.
Yes, this is true.
Right? They would have won it because, like, even despite the fact that she did it twice,
they were just getting up to. Yeah, they were just.
They only just beat them.
Yeah, they were just starting to get their people up and getting them balanced, and that would have taken them less time.
Exactly.
But they got away with it, and they just got a win. With luckily for you know, again, Monika not being an athlete. What I want to touch on is, so when we've just talked about the contenders in this weird 2-2-2 and not using a Paige, where you may or may not need to. Maybe they've feeling like a merge is coming up or a switch is coming up, whatever, because they are getting lower numbers. We then go to the champions side, and it's just as bad. And
worse.
I really appreciate and enjoy some of the characters that I'm getting. Like I do like on the champion side. I do like Commando Steve. I do like Sam. There's a few people I enjoy on there. And Matt's a great hero. He does well in challenges. He's always lifting the team up. But then he says this thing to poor bloody Jackie, who just wants to play the game. He pulls Monika aside and says, I don't like how Jackie has alliances. That's the game.
Yeah,
like that is the game, Matt. You are meant to have alliances.
I don't mind this because what he's trying to do is maintain his alliance and destroy hers.
What alliance? He doesn't have an alliance.
Well, he does. He thinks
everybody else.
He thinks he's in an alliance with Sean, with the only people not in his alliance, right, as far as he's concerned, is Brian, Jackie, and
Monika, because he tried to bring Monika in.
No, and Shane. And Monika,
Monika wasn't anyway.
But his idea was, we'll bring Monika in, right, and destroy them, right? And look, you can see why he's like that, because he's a team player, and this is his team. Yeah, he's got his team of and so he's not thinking of it as an alliance; he's thinking of it as a team.
Well,
right?
it just frustrates me, his wording of saying she's always trying to work alliances or whatever she said, but in the terms of Jackie's trying to play the game.
Well, you know why he said what he said after that challenge where she did dismally.
Yeah,
it wasn't about praising her; it was about trying to make sure that she
doesn't feel like she's threatened
or anything, because he wants to try and break her away from Jackie. And that's the only reason he said it. So it's kind of canny in that sense, but it's kind of basic too.
It just bothers me. Yeah. It bothers me because, Matt, that's the game.
But
wheel and deal.
But look, I can see where the champions are going to go with this, and this is why I was worried that they were getting such a big gap on the contenders. And I can see what Matt wants to do. Matt will sit there and go to them all, well, we'll just vote everybody else off, and then it'll be between us. And I think Sean and everybody else that's with him is going to go along with that.
Someone like Jackie will play. She'll try and mix things up.
This is why I didn't want a big gap between contenders and champions, is because every time the contenders lost one, it becomes harder for Jackie.
Yeah, it becomes harder for the people. Well, not Monika. Monika isn't playing.
Well, no, we don't know. We don't know if Monika's going to stay with the champions or Look, it could be Jackie at the moment can add up and go, there's 6 of them.
Yeah.
There's 9 of us. There's nothing I can do by going across. It's only going to be 7, 8. Right?
Yeah.
I can't drag Monika across, right?
Yeah.
In which case, she may end up staying with the champions and voting the contenders off simply because
you don't really.
You don't have the numbers.
You're now in a place where, unfortunately, you're now playing this numbers game, and there's nowhere to move.
Nowhere to move.
Because there is a moment where, depending on players, like you can come into tribes but it's just not going to work. Like you can be, because we've seen it before on, I think it was Brain's Beauty Brawn, with like that girl and Spencer. I can't remember that girl's name. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't Cass.
Tash?
Yes, Tash. Because Cass had already moved in one of the switches, and it was Tash and Spencer left.
Yes.
And they ended up going pretty far because everyone else was. The numbers become so small here that they're irrelevant.
Yeah.
We need these numbers to go there, but it hasn't worked in Australian Survivor yet because not enough people are real true fans of the series in my eyes, who have seen season after season. You get a couple of people. We obviously had more players in season 2.
Oh, we had many more.
We had a great amount of people who know Survivor in season 2. In season 1, we had a Phoebe. We had Nick, even though
Nick was hopeless.
But he's a big fan of the show.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you had people. You had a couple of people who were fans of the show, but a lot of people who weren't, which is why we got such a dull season. I think season 2 we had such an electric season because we had a larger amount of players.
We had about 6 people who were willing to play the game.
Whereas now we've got who's willing to play. Benji's kind of willing to play. Jackie's willing to play.
Well, look, I don't fault Benji's will to play, right? I fault his execution. Like, he wants to play, obviously,
but his execution
is horrible.
Yeah, his execution. But,
Jackie wants to play, but then
there's no one to play with,
and that's her problem.
and
she got rid of Russell.
She got rid of Russell, who would have been great for her to play with. But the same token, they haven't really been to. They've only been to 2 tribals.
Exactly.
So
you know,
there's not. And you say this, sometimes it is beneficial to be going to tribal, to be able to
look,
learn
the Contenders.
the game.
The only problem the Contenders have is whether or not, if they can find the cracks, if they find cracks in the champions and exploit them, they have, because they've already weathered all this, right? They know when they go to tribal, it's not going to be a new experience for them. It's going to be like, it's just the normal.
Well, maybe
right?
we're getting a little bit of this in the edit where, you know, Brian doesn't get Commando Steve.
Yeah, I think that's a red herring though.
Yeah.
Because even though Brian might sit there and I don't get you, mate, right?
He has no idea.
He's been on a football team with like 25 other people in the squad.
There's been people like that.
I bet there's people he didn't get either.
Yeah.
But he was quite happy to play with.
Yeah,
right?
and he doesn't know the show, so it's.
I think that's a furphy they've just thrown at us,
Yeah.
like to maybe show, Brian and Steve, but I don't think that's going to pay off.
It's not, I don't. Well, I guess now all I can hope for is at least one of the tribes to be 50-50 when we mix it up. I don't think we're going to a merge. I think we're going to a switch. I'm hoping we're going to a switch.
I think it'll be a merge.
Oh, we need to have at least one switch.
The only reason why I don't think it's going to be a switch is
because you really think
15 left. Now, you could go for a switch and then have 2 more leave and then do a merge, but that seems kind of...
I feel like they need to. I feel like they need to mix up the champion versus contenders concept. It needs to be...
Yeah, true, but I agree, but the problem I have is at this stage of the game, by having a mix-up, you're gonna be merging in 2 more tribals anyway.
But sometimes that's how it works in Survivor and in the American version. Sometimes it's like we've had a mix for 1 tribal and then now we're merged all of a sudden.
Okay, maybe it'll be mixed, but I think it's going to be a merge.
Well, I really hope it's not, because if it does, I feel like we're in a really... I'm just looking forward to some amazing challenges.
I really hope so too, because what would be great is if you get like 2 contenders as 2 champions, and they've got 2 extras, right? So you end up with like say two champions
3 extras now.
Yeah, but 2 champions and 4 contenders.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. Something where they can vote some of the champions off. But
yeah.
Unfortunately, if you just add up the numbers, though, like Shane's on the outer. Shane has not made any connections with any of the bodies.
But is that an issue? Is that an issue?
It is an issue. But
coming into merge, if we are coming to merge, is Shane not making connections with anyone a massive issue? Because now she can now take a step back, because now we want to get rid of a Lydia, we want to get rid of a Commando, we want to get rid of a Benji or a Jackie. These strategic or strength.
What I'm trying to add up is like, let's say champions, let's say it's a merge, right? Who can the champions count on? And who can the contenders possibly work with, right? Yeah. The only real floater is Shane. Jackie wants to come across, but I fear that she'll look at the numbers and then go, it's not safe for me to try and upset this apple cart. And the only real chance we've got that this could really mix up is that if Shane and Jackie go across, Jackie takes Monika with her. That's enough for them to vote out one of the champions. But that's what I mean. You've got to get 3 of the champions across
to balance out the numbers.
And that's a hard ask.
It's a hard ask, and it is hard to find the cracks in the champions team. Yeah. It's like, obviously...
Like, Lydia's not going to go, Sean's not going to go, Sam's not going to go, Matt's not going to go, Steve's not going to go.
It's like, you've got Jackie who's strategic, so maybe they want to take on Jackie. Monika hasn't contributed anything, so again, maybe she's not even worth looking at to remove.
No, but she's got I said
Shane. Now she's not really going to. Yes, she kind of holds the tribe back, but once we get to an individual game, if we are going to merge, she can do, and I think she's going to fly under the radar a bit, because we know she wants to play and win.
Oh, yeah, but I'm just saying, the only people I see in the champions at the moment moving across potentially to the
Would be those three.
Would be those three. The other six
No.
got no reason to.
No.
Right? That's my point. And if all those three move, but the problem is Jackie and Shane aren't talking.
Yeah, but I think...
I'm saying is that the contenders can find some cracks. There are some cracks. There's Jackie and there's Shane.
Yeah.
But is it enough? That's the problem.
It
Monika
depends,
might look and sit there and go, I'm not going across and voting with the contenders because it's...
Yeah, here's the thing. Monika doesn't really know the game in the slightest from what I can tell. So she's not going to have this idea to do something massive or to take a chance. She's going to play a safe game. Jackie will take a chance. Shane will take a chance.
Oh, I think Shane will, because Shane's one of only her and Jackie have actually said to the champions, both of them have said it out in tribals too. This isn't a game about a team. This is an individual game. There's only one winner.
Yeah.
So she understands that aspect.
I think those two both understand they can potentially take a risk to shake it up.
Yeah.
Monika, she's not going to take a risk. She's going to fall in a safe place.
And that's what I'm trying to get across is that Jackie and Shane by themselves is not enough to get rid of a champion. They need one more. And I don't see anybody there coming across.
Do you reckon now, if you talk about, like, we've got these two people who are definite potentials to play both sides.
Yeah.
We've got one who just doesn't really fit in, but, like, I mean, you would think Sam doesn't fit in physically, but he is playing such a great social game that he's so lovable and likable. You see it whenever he makes the jokes. He fits in really well, even though he's not physical. Whereas Monika doesn't seem to be making any sort of fit in, but she's going to play a safe game. But then you come across to the other tribe. We've got 2-2-2. So who almost, at points, two of them really kind of despise each other.
Yeah, Ethan and
Tegan and Robbie and Benji. Not despise is a strong word, but there's some heat between these guys that aren't...
There's no way that Tegan and Benji could stay on the same side for very long.
Yeah, are they going to let it all go to take on the challenges?
You would hope.
I don't know how they would.
Well,
I think
it's just a matter of survival, because let's put it this way. I think it's going to be fairly evident, right, that all the contenders are going to realise, no matter who they are, that the champions are just going to vote them off one by one.
You'd hope so.
Right? If they don't realise that, they're dead in the water.
Yeah, my thing is, I just think Tegan has become so hot-headed after being voted out and not... She's come back fiery.
But I think she's controlled it really well. I think she's thinking and making sure that she doesn't. She could have gone for Benji. We've seen this time and time again.
Yes, that's true. She let that go.
In a lot of seasons where people can't let go of revenge and it screws them. Yeah. You know, and she did. She just let it go. And she's like... She
said it in her chat, in one of the chats in the retreat.
That's right. And she's also said to the camera, look, if I have to work with Benji, I will.
It's as long as I'm not being voted out, though.
Yeah.
So she may have thought that if I'm working with Benji, he's not coming after me.
No, well,
but
that's fine.
But I think that, and strangely enough, I think Ashoni and Frenella they're on the outs of this tension between these two.
Sure.
And they're kind of thinking level-headed. They're not. There's no emotion behind their thoughts at the moment because they haven't had that trigger yet. So maybe those two are the ones to sway over to the champions and start to pick off the other contenders, and then hopefully build some alliances up.
I think that's why they voted Paige off. To be honest, though, I think they realised it's getting down to merge.
Yeah. And
the real reason Paige was voted off was not just that Shani couldn't figure out where she fits, but they also realised
she would jump instantly.
She would jump.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Right, and that's why I think she's really gone now.
Because she made some crucial errors early on that she's never been able to recover from. And we've seen people, especially in the Australian season, like I think it might have been AK, these crucial errors that they might last a little bit, but those errors eventually, like I think Benji's made some crucial errors and he's still here, but those crucial errors are going to be the downfall of his game. I don't think he can win.
I think the problem for him is that Shani and Fenella and Tegan and Heath all know they can't trust him.
Yeah.
Like, they would vote for him to achieve an outcome that they want, but they will never listen to a plan of his.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, It will never be, oh, Benji's come up with the idea of. It'll be, Benji's come up with the idea of, but what's he really
And
want?
would it work? Would it work if, because this, I'm not sure which, I think it might have been Monday nights, but it could have been Tuesday night's Tribal, where Jonathan almost brought it up, and or Tegan was even saying someone came up with the plan, and Benji kept saying, well, it wasn't my plan, I don't know who came up with it.
The problem for Benji there is...
Everybody knows.
Everybody knows. And the only other two candidates was Zach and Robbie. And you can look at Zach and go, well, it wasn't Zach. So that leaves you or Robbie. Well, we all really know who this is.
And that's the problem is, it's not even... You came to Shoney and Frenella.
Yeah, exactly.
So
that's right.
Is it?
And look, Shoney actually said, no, he came and told us that.
Yeah, and
she
he's still saying, well, it wasn't.
Yeah,
and he's still going, well, it wasn't my plan.
And that's not what I was. He's like, oh, well, I was told that that's what they wanted to do,
you're
right?
still
and it's like, well, where? Who told you?
Is it in Benji's case? Is it stronger to go? Yeah, look, I gave it a shot.
No.
You still?
He's right. He's right. Look,
I don't reckon he is.
I think he is because there's enough confusion around.
But there's no confusion because they all actually know.
Well,
so there's no confusion.
They sort of know.
Look, I'd say they're 90% sure. They're not 100%.
Yeah, but
they're
that little bit of doubt might be the difference.
You know what?
Seriously.
I reckon if he was to own his
I
reckon he could just go, yeah, look, this was a plan of mine and it backfired. I own that. And it came back to bite me in my ass. I'm ready to move on, and try and. I just was trying to work something out, and I saw it as a threat. I may be mistaken.
I don't think it'll work. Seriously, I don't think it will work. Because I think at this stage, if he came out and said that, most people would say that wasn't sincere.
But it's more sincere than this.
No. All I'm saying is he's got a perception. He's got a problem that people aren't trusting. So even if he said it, people would be going, I was just saying that to make sure that we don't vote him off.
I think I personally think it's something along those lines would be better than his current option that he has.
Oh, I don't think so. I think he's stuck.
Now,
and in the bed he made.
You know what? Why is now we talk about this? This is nothing that popped up in my head. We've got this clue. The idol's out there on the island.
And
he doesn't want it.
No, he wants it.
But why didn't he go get it?
Because he said, if they see me go and get it, it's going to put a target on my back.
Well, you got an idol, mate.
Yeah, that's right. But
let them put a target on your back.
He wants to get it without them knowing he's got it.
Of course, everyone does want that. Yeah. Ideally, yes. But in this situation where you are fighting for you've now put yourself at the bottom of your tribe. He's not at the bottom, but he hasn't put himself in a great position. There is a lot of people. There is a lot of stuff coming his way, and right now he's dodging. He's dodging elimination.
There's a lot of stuff coming his way.
I reckon he'd be easy. He's an easy vote out.
No, I don't think so. I think to be honest, I think Shoney and Fenello, right, would probably vote Heath or Tegan before they voted Benji.
But it's ridiculous. Like they voted Zach purely because they just didn't like him around camp. And yeah, he was a toss bag. I get it. Where you got this strategic person who's kind of manipulating and not doing the best of jobs, but you know he's going to be wheeling and dealing and trying to hustle.
But we know, look, the other side, we know what those, if it's not a merge, if it's a mix-up, right, it won't matter, but we know what those three pairs want.
Yeah.
Each one of them's hoping that in some way they can break one pair and then the following council break the other, right? That's what they want.
Yeah.
So there's only, but
yes, they have
look, Benji, that island is not really close.
It doesn't look close at all.
All right, it doesn't look like a 5-minute stroll.
It's not like the one that was in the American Samoa.
And it's across swimming out there. It's a long way across water, so it's not like you can just casually wander over there.
So what do you think strategically wise? I was thinking, what if he just went out and went, fuck it, I'm getting this idol and I'm going to use it to help give myself.
You know what I would do? I would go out there, I would try to get up prior to dawn.
Yeah.
Head out there, right? Like, hope like hell that as the sun coming up, there's enough light to see where it is, grab it, and hopefully get back before they've woken up. If they don't...
Yeah, who was it? Boston Rob didn't sleep. There's a couple of survivors. Tony, I think.
Ben didn't sleep. Ben went and got out, right?
A couple of people who did stuff at night.
Yeah, go and do the trip in the night, And that way, even if somebody does get up and the sun comes up, all they see you is out in the water. They don't see you've been to the island.
Yeah.
And then you can maybe spin a tail like, look, I just need to have a swim.
Yeah.
I just really uncomfortable. Whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, get there before. But
I think the hard part's getting out to the island.
Part of me thought that just go out and get it in front of them.
I wouldn't do that.
I know, but it just became this hard task for him. Like now, when's he going to get it?
Well, this is the thing.
If they're merging or they're switching beaches or whatnot, how's he going to get this idol out there?
Oh, this is the thing. I think if it's a switch up, he gets to go to champion camp. Well, no, he doesn't get it.
Yeah.
If it's a merge, I don't think they'll be going to their camp.
Different beach. Yeah.
They'll go to a different beach, so he doesn't get it. So he's got like a 1/3 chance of actually pulling.
It's just like I just kind of felt like, you know what, in this situation where yes, he was able to push the votes to Paige. He was able to do some clever stuff to get himself not get a vote, other than Paige's vote. But what happens if he just went out there and everyone's like, we've got to get rid of him? Is this tribe smart enough to split a vote?
No, they're really not.
I feel like they might just put it all on Benji. Benji plays the idol and takes out who he wanted to take out. And now, regardless of what was going to happen after this, he now has an advantage.
Yeah.
And yes, he's got a big target on his back, but he's already put that on his back.
Well, the problem I have with Benji is he's not put himself in a great position, but I don't think he's in that bad a position. It's weird, that tribe. The tribe is weird. Like, who's in a good position in that tribe?
Well, who's in a good position in any of the tribes?
Yeah, well, I would say Matt's crew is in good position in the Champions tribe because they've got effectively 2 people they can boot.
Yeah, they've got people they can get rid of without playing the game, and technically they've got 3 people they can boot.
Exactly,
really.
That's right.
That without playing the game.
Playing the game.
So but does that put you in a good position? It just gives you the numbers, and then when it comes down to it, you're going to start to upset people. You're just going to have a terrible end game.
Look, the funny thing about Survivor is we see it a lot of times where a majority will go and we just go, and they do. They go, we'll just pick them off one by one. And it just doesn't work like that, right? But then other seasons, like last American season, where that's exactly what happens. They just pick them off.
Australian season.
Yeah, and they just pick them off, and it's pretty dull.
Yeah, so look, I don't think anyone's playing an amazingly great game at all.
No, not at all.
And it's just frustrating to see a lot of these nothingness happen.
I would have hoped that by now. I think the contenders are. It's taken a long time because they're down to 6, right?
Yes, I hear you.
But they're just starting to actually understand, I think, what needs to be done.
Yeah, but they've put themselves in a shit position.
Yeah,
with 2,
exactly.
2, and 2.
That's right.
They all. You were correct here. All 6 of them, maybe minus Robbie, but all of the others,
They're switched on now.
They now know, strategy's part of the game. Like, Tegan's come back, gone, well, I've got to play the game harder.
And Heath is
Benji started picking up. Yeah, they've all started to kind of pick it up. It's taken them a bloody long time.
Six vote outs to get there.
And on top of that, you're still not giving me any great thing to realise that...
No.
I still don't trust you. I know you know that you have to play because I think Paige said it on her way there. Is like, well, of course I'm worried. There's only 7 of us left.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Yeah.
There's only 6 of you left. Yes, you're hoping for a merge or a switch or something, but at the same time, you can't hide anymore. Like, we're now at a place where it's like
exactly
6 people. You can no longer hide. So who's working with who? And you've put yourself in this weird 3-way split.
3-way split, and I think the other problem here is that it's going to become obvious to the champions who's working with who at this stage.
Yeah, and the thing, like, if they had one more week, what changes it, I think, because I think Benji would be the first out in that next. If they stay and they lose again, I think they'd be going for Benji. Or they might go for Robbie because they think Benji might be too smart.
True.
The only thing that changes that, because I can't see Frenella, Shani, and Tegan not... Because they were always kind of together to begin with. I can't see that being breaking up yet because of the common enemy of this liar. An idol play is the only thing that can really shake things up with that.
Look, let's just say for the sake of argument, Benji does go and get his idol before the...
Which would be nice.
If he was smart about it, he may actually bring the others in and say, look, I've got an idol.
Did that just come out of your mouth?
Yeah. No, wait.
Whoa.
Wait.
Telling people You just said if he's smart, telling people he's got an idol.
If it's merge.
Yeah.
If it's merge, right? And not just splitting them up. But if it's the merge, a smart play, yes, and this is why I was tell Shoney, tell Farrell, tell Heath and Tegan, right? Look, the reason I would do it, and this is why, if the champions are going to sit there and go, yeah, we're just going to pick them off one by one, right? And that's been pretty obvious about it, right? I don't think it's a mystery, right? One of the smart things Benji could do is go, I've got an idol. Remember what Michael did in the last American season? It only failed by that much, right? If he says to them, well, look, I've got an idol, what we do is like, they're going to vote one of us off, right? So we've just got to pick the right person. So one of us has to make them hate us, right? So that they stack the votes, right? And then we vote off who we want. And that may be a viable strategy.
But do you...
Simply to get rid of a champion.
But do you also try and do that same thing without them knowing? I've actually been thinking about this same concept of this last week, that if I had a partner that was, you know, I've got an idol and they're in trouble, is it better to tell them that, hey, I've got an idol, let's play it cool? Or is it better to make sure I 100% know that vote's going that way, get my idol out at tribal and save my partner without them knowing? Do they find me disloyal because I hid that from them? Or are they grateful? Would the tribe...
I don't know, but me personally, I would try to make sure that all the votes went on one person and nobody knew about the idol, because even if you tell your partner, if they make one slip, that plan's dead.
And this is the thing, now you're trusting this one bit of information with another 5 people.
Oh, look, I know.
So
the only reason I would be doing it is because the contenders are in a desperate situation. They are 3 down at merge.
Yeah, but would one of them be going, well, yeah, it only saved us 1. We're still 2 down. They're still coming after us.
2 down's better than 3.
Yeah, but still, it's still
but more. I think the real point here is not even to even up numbers. It's the other thing I'd be doing is going, okay, who's the heart of the champions?
Yeah, to crack it up.
It's Matt.
Yeah, you get rid of Matt.
He's the glue holding all that together, and that's who I would be saying. If I was Benji, I'd be going, I've got this idol. They're going to pick us off. We need to blow it as a block, and our target needs to be Matt.
But do we end up, even though he's got an idol, but I just don't think Matt would see it coming. Do we end up with that same concept? I'm not sure which Survivor it was. It might have been the first one of Australian, whereas they're like, we want to get the strong person out, but we're too afraid.
Yeah, I know.
We go, but maybe we'll get out Sam because he's an easy vote.
Yeah, I know. But no, they need...
Try and balance out the numbers. That's not how to play the game.
No, the glue in the champion side is Matt. He's the glue holding all that together. Yeah. Once Matt goes, they're going to be in disarray.
Yeah.
They're going to be looking around going, oh, what do we do? What do we do? They will. Because... And this is the downside for the champions. They've never had to actually do anything different.
Yeah.
And that's their Achilles heel. You got to hit it. But it's a long shot.
That's a long shot. But I'd be the same. I'd be like, well, that's who. And I just don't. I think they're going to be wanting to play the person who they least suspect that we'd want to go for. A Monika, a Sam, a Sean, who. But to me, the one we least expect is the one who's at the top of the tree, because they expect that you'd want to be going like you play that reverse psychology. It's the same concept of like, am I going to play my idol or not?
No. Look, I'd be going for Matt. That's the heart of that.
Yeah, you need to split that up because Brian's there with Matt, Lydia's with Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
Commando's with Matt. Without Matt, Lydia and Commando still stick together, I'd say. Yeah. But Brian, I feel like Brian can go.
Yeah.
Brian will float somewhere else.
That's right. And Jackie, all of a sudden the game opens up for Jackie if Matt's gone, right?
Mm-hmm.
You've got Shane that's floating, right? I don't think I don't see Sean as a natural for Jackie and Commando or Sam. Like, but what Sean, I mean is the relationship.
Sean's tight with Matt because of
Moana. But that's my point. Is you see that's why I say he's the glue, because Sean's tight with Matt. Matt's tight with Lydia and Commando, right? But once you take that glue out, they may get together, but they may not.
They may not, yeah.
And that's what you're hoping for.
Well, let's hope. Let's hope we get some sort of shake-up.
Well, just on the other side, what if it is just shake-up and not a merge?
Well, I think it is. I don't think it's a
Okay.
merge. I can't see them going to merge just yet because I feel it's terrible for the game.
Hey, it would be. I think I would agree with you. I would prefer to see a shake-up rather than
And
a merge at this
I'm
stage.
hoping you're going to get one try.
You know, it's not.
Yeah, but it will. I'm just hoping you're going to get at least 4. Wait, how many left? 15.
Yes.
So 4 and 3, and of like contenders have the most on one side, which they'll probably lose. But then they still have the majority come tribal.
It depends who from the champions goes.
Yeah,
with
it
who
does.
from the contenders.
Exactly.
You know. I think it's going to play it badly, but anyway,
Yeah, well, we'll
you
see what happens. We've got another
Yeah.
week to hope for it. How are you guys enjoying the season?
Yeah.
Are you as frustrated as us? Are you loving the challenges? What are you loving? What are you hating? Like, I mean, I love Survivor, but I just...
Oh, that's the thing. I always enjoy Survivor. It's not like I'm
Exactly.
sitting here hating it. It's just I wish for more.
Yes, exactly. I'm never hating it. I'm just... There's a frustration to me when I see people looking for an idol when it's clearly where, like, the clue is clearly under the food. These frustrations of people who don't understand the game.
Look, even if this ends up to being a dud, there is an American season starting before the end of it.
And then hopefully after that, you'll see me on... You've got to put the vibes out there, Jack. You've got to put the vibes out there. Season 4, I will be on it this time. I've got my plan working. Surely.
Think positive thoughts. Huh?
Yeah, I'm just putting it out there. It's like, what is it, The Secret? I'm picturing it.
But look, hopefully whatever happens next week, it does shake it up and it becomes more interesting.
Cool. Well, that's about it from us. Robin.
Jack.
See you next
See you next
week.
week.